Hello and welcome to the 2016 Walsh University GLIAC Softball Preview. I'm Logan Smith, here with head coach Jamie Porter. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
And we're going to give you the lowdown on the upcoming season. First off, you went 23-16 last season, 16-10 in the GLIAC conference schedule. Made your second appearance in a row in the GLIAC tournament. How does that feed? How do you feed off that going into this season?
I think it helps the kids set their expectations for the season. They know making the tournament, and that's what their goal is for this year. So a lot of our practices and the work that we put in will be around making that goal again this year.
Now, you got a lot of people returning. You do lose some important senior figures from last year. Anna Fatch was a leader all around the clubhouse, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Cassie Rohr, one of the top pitchers in the league, first team All GLIAC, and Sam Troxel, also first team All GLIAC. But you return a lot. First, we'll talk about the offensive side. You got Jenna Head and Marissa Bondoni, both All GLIAC performers. Kendra Moore, Nikki Newman. Just talk about what they bring to the offense and just your overall expectations.
Those are four of our bigger bats coming back. One thing we're going to work on is consistency. A lot of power in those four, but maybe didn't execute quite as well when we had runners on base, didn't get as many RBIs as we were hoping for. So a lot of what we've been doing in our offensive practices are to try to translate the long fly balls that get caught to line drives that will move runners and get them to score. Those four, they understand what they have to do, being offensive leaders, and they're making the changes, and hopefully that translates onto the field.
Now, those players also do well in the field, but also elsewhere in the field. You have Anna Anderson, Annie Wolf, again, Bondoni, and Moore. Talk about what you got in the defensive side of the field.
I believe we're very solid coming back defensively. Annie will, again, probably carry most of the weight behind the plate. We also have a newcomer, Abby Yager, who really stood out in the fall, both offensively and defensively, that she's going to be competing for that and pushing Annie. So we should have a lot of consistency there. Pretty solid all the way around in the infield. Look at Jenna coming back at third. Probably making a transition with Abby Reeser moving over to short. Sam Troxel's a hard spot to fill, but I think Abby's going to do a great job of it. She really wants it, been working really hard. Bondoni at first is always a leader and a captain over there. Second base, we have a couple kids that are trying to compete for that position, but I'm confident it's going to be well filled.
Yeah, I've always had, at least while I've been here, you've always been very strong at the second base position. And also another player, a newcomer, Kesley Putman, excuse me. Talk about what she brings to the.
She's a very good outfielder, and that's, we're going to have Nikki probably manning center field, have Anna working in there, Anna Anderson as well. Look for Kesley to probably work in, if not kind of take over a role, because along with her, she's a very strong left-handed bat, very consistent. It's what we've been looking for in a lefty to lead off the lineup.
Now, of course, to have a successful team, you have to have successful pitching. You lose Cassie Rohr, but you bring Olivia Pfeiffer back, and you also have some other players that are willing to step up and fill that role.
I think that's going to be one of our biggest adjustments, is going from having a dominant strike three batters out in a row pitcher to having girls that are more consistent. They might not have the strikeouts, but I'm going to look for them to force pop-ups, force ground balls. And Olivia can definitely do that. She needs a little bit of experience that she'll get this year, but she's ready to take it on, very excited for it. We have Maggie Murphy coming in. She's a junior this year, but it's a good opportunity for her to kind of step up and get into the rotation. We saw Ryan Kula. She's a freshman coming in. I looked for her to carry a lot of weight and maybe split time with Olivia. Just got to get the experience to get them going.
Well, you got a good chance to do that coming up here in just over a month, or about a month away. Talk about the beginning part of the schedule.
We've added a tournament at it's a Rosemont Invitational. It is in Chicago. It's an indoor tournament, which will be a little bit different for the girls to be playing on turf, but it's a good opportunity for them to play top competition. There's a lot of GLVC schools that will be playing there. There's several GLIAC schools that participate in it, so they will see strong competition from the get-go starting in February.
Well, looking forward to it, and good luck this season, and wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching the 2016 Walsh University Softball Preview. I'm Logan Smith for Jamie Porter. Thank you for watching. Go Cavs.